What's up, YouTubers, and thanks for joining me on this beautiful morning in Bradford. And I'm here in the Bowling Cemetery, and I'm going to do a quick video on these two memorial stones we have found, which hold a lot of history in Bradford. And I will be joined by Andrew Bolt, who's a regular on our channel, and of course 𝗕𝗨𝗥𝗜𝗔𝗟.
So this is another mass grave, unfortunately, but it's the actual the remains of people from Westgate Chapel at the top end of Bradford.
Right.
On this map here, then we've got a little bit of there. That's okay. So you can see Westgate Chapel and the graveyard behind. Now, in relation to what's there today, on this other side, this panel, you can see the 𝗕𝗨𝗥𝗔𝗟 and the multi-storey car park. So it's within that area there.
Yeah.
So when they demolished the chapel, all these people that were buried there were then moved to this site.
Right, okay. Around that area, yeah?
Yeah, just this area here.
There's really going to be a lot of people who are buried here, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't have the exact figures, obviously, no?
No. But again, it's all about street works and improvements.
Absolutely, yeah.
But also, it has a neighbour. So there's another stone next to us. And this one is the KIRGATE Chapel burial ground. Now, there's two parts to it. You've got that one there and that one there. It's quite a big area. And that was situated where the KIRGATE Arndale Centre is now.
Right.
So it's literally on top of it. And then the old fish market, the Rawson market, basically was the entire area of where the graveyard was.
It's a nice plot then, isn't it?
Very.
So, yeah.
So if you remember where 𝗕𝗨𝗥𝗔𝗟 used to be,
Yeah.
many years ago, in that area there of the Arndale Centre, so kind of the basement.
I wonder if there's any stories going around where people...
I did actually.
I went to Smith's.
I've spoken to one or two people that work there.
Yeah.
That always felt it a little bit strange when they went down to obviously get things out of stores and stuff, because there were deliveries underneath. So it's all dug out underneath. It's like a ramp down underneath the Arndale Centre where the lorries can get in to deliver. So there's people sensed it's a little bit cold down there.
Yeah.
But if we walk over to the other stone, you can see that this is even a bigger area. So this marks the corner.
Right, it's a bit contrasty, but shadows everywhere. There you go.
So yeah, I'll walk down there and see.
Andrew's just showing us the length of, from that stone to where he is the length of the graveyard. So there's two sections which I wasn't aware of at all. Again, we don't know the numbers, but clearly there'll be hundreds.
They're a lot newer. It's just
yeah, it says over here 1849, and obviously this, I don't think when was this first used in the 1890s? This graveyard. Yeah, so this has come from somewhere else.
Just wondering whether or not that's somebody from the KIRGATE.
That's a very good point, Andrew.
Somebody may have asked to be put here from the graveyard.
It says D. D389 on it.
It's whether or not this is section D. Let's have a look. Yes, it is.
Right, so unless that's been stamped on afterwards, or chiselled out afterwards.
Section D, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shall we walk around and let's go back to those stones as well to get a perspective.
Okay. So, making his way now to the corner of where the Westgate Chapel remains now. That here, yeah. And then so there, yeah. It's quite a big plot of land again. There must be thousands in here. Must be.
And there's the other stone across there we looked earlier on.
Yeah. So yeah, that just shows you, again, due to improvements in the city centre, places were being pulled down, and the old churchyards were quite, well, they suffered for it really. They all had to be moved. It was all part of progress. And this is what progress looked like.
Yeah.
I always find it sad that we can't put a name to a plot.
Yeah, and again, it's something that's Andrew, it's been forgotten about, isn't it?
It wouldn't have been that old at the time as well, because when you look at the date, 1891, so they won't have been buried in there that long, some of them. I would imagine they were, within the past 100 years on that date. So relatively new compared to things like what we found at the cathedral. This is new.
I wonder if anybody from KIRGATE Hall is actually buried in here, in that original graveyard where these came from.
Yeah, don't know. Again, it's a big unknown because I would have thought the contents of the graves from that sort of area would still be in quite good condition. So they've probably had nameplates on and things like that.
Yeah.
So Riaz, you came here about a month ago and there was a big tree around here, and it's been cleaned as well.
Yeah, you couldn't see anything. I mean, it was dark, and this was all. I mean, it looked like it was weathered, but obviously all this was growing on it, and it seems to have been
a bit easy to read now, yeah.
Yeah, jet wash, yeah, which is good. It's easy to read.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it gives you an idea of what's gone on. Again, without the actual plot drawings, you could probably work out how many people are here, but there's no indication numbers. But quite a big cemetery was the one under Rawson Market, the fish market.
Again, I wonder if there's any sort of living descendants of those who were interred here. Maybe they can come forward and tell us if they're
so many
any of their
people with the
relatives.
family trees now.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody will have picked up, it's in KIRGATE burial ground.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, it's whether or not somebody then to ask that question and then to find out that there are actually family members in there somewhere.
So there you have it, 2 memorial stones hidden away in plain sight at the Bowling Cemetery. Until we meet again on the next vlog, peace out.